Okay, doing it a bit early today. Just trying to get it out of the way because I guarantee you no one's really looking forward to this. Let me give a second for people to hop in. Just give everyone a couple seconds here before we get started. I don't really have the snap count numbers for the game. I've seen some discourse on the timeline. People are freaking out saying Burton was running the wrong routes. So we'll see. We'll see from the all 22 if he was. I know Burton's one big mistake, his rookie mistake that he made was he came onto the field and then left. And that was on this first drive here that kept us from going tempo like we wanted to. Joe was frustrated by it. But we still scored a touchdown on this drive. So, grand scheme of things, it didn't ultimately matter or affect the result of the game. I really want to see the play before halftime. It looked like there was a side adjustment and they just weren't on the same page. Um, and obviously that's going to happen the first year working with somebody. People just have unfair expectations because we watched Joe and Jamar have no real issues because they played all that time at LSU together. And let me get this highlight back on myself. There we go. Again, it's looking a little bit different. There were some good things offensively that we can take from this game. Um, again, it's starting. The losses are starting to pile up. You had an opportunity to get your first home win of the season to get back to 4-4, and instead of doing that, you kind of came out and you laid an egg. Um, the results for the defense are starting to become overwhelmingly bad. Um, I know there was a lot of optimism that the defense figured it out with health. Um, every top offense we've gone against, we've lost. And the only game that the defense was halfway serviceable was against the Chiefs. The Commanders have a top 5 offense. The Ravens have the best offense. The Eagles have a top 10 offense. And you lost all of those. The only games you've won are against the Browns, who have like the 29th, the Giants, who have like the 30th or 31st, the Panthers, who are in that same region at the bottom of the league in terms of total offense. So, again, in my opinion, from where I'm sitting, the numbers are really starting to. It's not just like a one-off thing; it is a recurring problem, and it's not going to get any better as the season goes on. What you see now is what you see. There's no one coming back from IR right now who can fix the defensive side of the ball and its problems. And again, like, yeah, the score gets away from you a little bit at the end. You go for it on fourth down with one of the dumbest play calls I've ever seen. You throw it a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage. That's a third down play call. If you're going for it on fourth, that's a third down to me. Not everybody's attention. You put Jamar in motion on that play call, and then you throw it to him behind the line of scrimmage. He gets blown up. Like, everybody on the defense in meetings all week, they were told, where is number one? We are following number one wherever he goes. And no, it's a tough one to watch. It's a tough one to lose. And let's just hop into it.
Top of the morning, brother.
Good morning. This is one of those, I don't know how you feel. This is one of those where even after, like, I was very, very, very upset with the team's performance yesterday. I think I got angrier with the team as the day went on. Just thinking about how disgustingly bad they are. And honestly, how impressive it is being a non-competitive team with a quarterback like Joe Burrow and with a player like Jamar Chase. It's honestly impressive the ineptitude that the Bengals find themselves in. And honestly, we're in a worse spot now than we ever were with Andy Dalton. Because Andy Dalton, at least we knew we were never going to win anything because he sucked. This is an unenviable situation, and this is it's another lost year. It is another lost year for the Bengals, and people could say, "Well, you could get us into the playoffs, and it's quarterback versus quarterback." Joe has to work. This Eagles defense is not very good, by the way. They have a good D line, but they've gotten gashed by teams with a lot less on offense than we have. And Joe has to work and grind his ass off to get down the field. That is a tough throw, tough catch on third down, on third and short, by the way. And to score a touchdown for us, it took 10 minutes. It took however many plays it was. A great opening drive to control the clock. But for the Eagles, they walked down the field in about 5-6 plays with backups on their O-line, with Fred Johnson killing Trey Hendrickson. And I don't want to separate this offense and defense because, again, I think the offense kind of went inept a little bit. So they don't get to avoid any of the criticism here as well. Orlando Brown re-injured himself, so we'll see how long he's out as well. It's not even November, and your season's upside down.
And you can't blame nobody but yourselves.
Nope. And again, look at these. Let me run this back. Look at this concept. Where are the receivers getting open at? I'll just pause it as they're downfield a little bit. You have one of the best receivers in the game right down here. And he runs a curl route. Looks like that's Yoshi. You have running a dig right here. So he went another curl. You have this right here. Where you have a guy who's right here getting covered as well in that circle. Like, where are the answers coming from? And what are we seeing in the play calling room? Whoever's involved in it at this stage. Again, having Ja'Marr just run it like a sit route, what does that do? Like, he's one of the best wide receivers in the game. I think we all agree with that. Just doing like one of these, that doesn't do anything. That doesn't make the defense afraid of something he can do. If you want Ja'Marr to just be a diversion on a play, have him run a go. Have him run one of those like deep ins or deep outs. Have him run a corner route. Have him do something that is eye candy for the defense to go track, to go follow. You know, you are letting them off the hook every time you have this guy just run, like jog 3 yards and do a curl route, because that's the play call.
You know what makes it even worse? It's like it's the same thing. We talking about the same thing every week, and it don't change. It's just the only thing that changes is the opponent on the other side.
Mm-hmm. And now, I mean, this is a concept, again, that we ran a lot against the Patriots, where you stack Ja'Marr behind their receiver. In this case, it's Gesicki. And that does fuck with what the defense is able to do. And you get it to Ja'Marr with a little bit of space. But again, it's an air spacing concept. If you were in here yesterday during the game, we were talking about how the Bengals do nothing but run spacing concepts or dagger concepts or, you know, the famous curl route. But Yeah, it's again, if you want optimism or pessimism, you've come to the wrong place. I'm just going to tell you what it looks like. I'm just going to tell you what I'm seeing. Good morning, Cam. Um, what I'm seeing is a defense who is just awful, just a terrible defense. Um, we had expectations for Cam Taylor-Britt to take a step this season. He hasn't. DJ Turner has not lived up to second round pick expectations. Jordan Battle went out there and he got mossed by like a 5'6" slot receiver. Devonta Smith's taller than that, but again, you get mossed by a smaller NFL wide receiver. If it's AJ Brown, it's AJ Brown. You know what I mean? But no, you get mossed by Devonta Smith. Maybe we'll see it again. In real time, it just looked like he went up over him and got it. It wasn't like really a moss, but you get what I mean. And again, you paid Evan McPherson, who is one of the worst kickers in the NFL currently. He now is shaky, hitting from inside 50 and outside 50. He's missed an extra point this season. He's missed one inside 50 against the Commanders, maybe two. And then he's missed multiple from outside 50. But that's the guy who you got signed this offseason instead of Jamar Chase or T. Higgins or whatever, you know. The offensive side of the ball, they stalled out yesterday, I think in large part because our running game could not get going. I mean, again, look at that. It's second and short. How many times do you see a team pick that up?
Wait, what down was that?
That is second and about 3. Second and 3, and you are going to pull Cordell Volson, a slow, unathletic guard around. Our run game scheme is not good. And that is a Frank Pollock special right there. Again, a good screen pass to Jamar. You kind of get his momentum going forwards towards the line of scrimmage with the ball in his hands. Something you could have done later in the game, but instead you want to call that about 3 yards behind the line of scrimmage on a gotta-have-it fourth down in your own territory. It's just goofy. This team's just goofy, and they're not serious about winning, and it's very unfortunate. I don't think they watch tape. I think Zach Taylor probably goes to his therapist's office, and he just tries to fit square pegs in the round holes. Like what they do if you're a kid and you have to go to therapy, he's in one of those. He's not in grown-up therapy. He's in child therapy. They ask him to share his feelings, and they ask him how he feels about his parents' divorce and all that stuff. Zach Taylor's not a grown-up. That guy is fucking atrocious. They rush 4. More pressure on that one play right there than it seems like the Bengals D-line got all day yesterday. And I can't wait to see the defense because I see everyone trying to take any blame away from Trey Hendrickson and defend him, and it's like you're going against Fred Johnson. You got packed up. You got packed up by a rookie who's really a guard against the Commanders. You got packed up by Fred Johnson, and you're going to sit here and talk about retiring to get more money in the offseason? Get fucked.
Bro,
like, get
the
fucked,
Broncos
Trey.
is really 5-3?
Yes.
Bro, what the heck?
And you ready? This is my hot take. Joe's doing all this math at the press conference, see if we can still even make the playoffs, because again, how dare we have expectations of winning the division? The Broncos will beat the shit out of you if you're not ready. And Bo Nix sucks. I don't think Bo Nix is good. That defense will punch you in the mouth. And that O-line will dominate our D-line. Like they win football games in the trenches, and don't look now. The Raiders were in a dogfight yesterday with the Chiefs. They had an opportunity to win that game. So don't look now while you're doing all your fucking math at the press conference.
Looking at, I think yesterday was the worst D-line performance outside the 2022 championship game.
The D line's been that way pretty much all year.
But shoot, at least they got pressure. They won't nowhere near Jalen Hurts.
With a bunch of fucking backups.
Like Jalen Hurts is really playing 7-on-7 out there.
And this is just an awesome play out of
Awesome
when it breaks down again. You see Joe, he holds on, starts kind of moving. That right there is what I'm talking about. That Joe hadn't really done enough of for me. It's not like getting the ball and you just kind of roll out and then you scramble. It's whenever Joe like gets the ball and then he rolls out of the pocket and manipulates the defense with his athleticism. That's what creates this play, because he is so good at throwing on the run, and he hadn't really done that to this point. And you know, that's what you get when you force the defense to respect you as a viable running threat. Get Evan McPherson the fuck off my screen right now. Well, I guess we are doing offense. Sorry, guys. Playback said we're sorting it. So here's your second drive of the game. The Eagles went down. They scored a field goal. You're up 7-3. You got the ball. Opportunity to go up 2 possessions here. And Eric All gets wide open in a busted coverage. The Browns just beat the Ravens yesterday. And there's Joe getting fucked up. Let's see this again. How many do they end up bringing here? They bring 5. Mims just got beat. Bad there. That's another thing we need to talk about that we haven't really talked about. This O-line is starting to kind of fall off. They're not playing as good as they were. Clean pocket. That's a Joe miss. And for people saying that is Jermaine Burton, that is Andre Iosivas. Really clean pocket here. I do not see a 1 on his jersey, so do with that information what you will if you're out there trying to push the Jermaine Burton ran a wrong route on that play.
Well, in your eyes, Brady, what would you do right now if you was a GM? At this point,
I wouldn't be able to do anything right now. I would fire Lou Anarumo. That'd be something I would do immediately. And I would take, because again, here's the thing: firing Lou, and everyone's like, well, then the defense is going to be really bad. It can't be worse than it already is. The only reason the defense and anyone's hanging their hat on the defense is because you got to play the Browns and the Giants. That's it. Those are, again, the Panthers beat the fuck out of us on defense. We just happened to win that game. So
I said last week when we beat the Browns, we really didn't even beat the Browns. The Browns lost the game.
it's just it's fool's gold. It's fool's gold winning that game. It's the Bengals defense just isn't good. So again, I'd fire Lou Anarumo. I'm not trading to bring anyone in to fix this team because there are so many issues. There's no point in trying to fix this team.
Like I said, the only person that's playing good on defense is Mike Hilton.
Yeah, not even Trey Hendrickson. That's a hell of a catch by Gesicki there. One-handed catch on National Tight End Day by Mike Gesicki.
And I know that it's like when we on offense, it's like we gotta pull tooth and nail to get a first down, but the other thing, they make it look so easy.
Mm-hmm.
And I bet you, whoever the Eagles play next week, they're not gonna look like this.
Yeah, I don't know who they play next week. I know our defense, if it's a top 10 offense, or the Raiders aren't, but watch, we'll have like a okay performance against the Raiders. We'll give up like 20 points. We'll win the game by one possession. Everyone's going to be like, see, look, Lou Anarumo's back. No, Lou Anarumo's awful, man. And the players on this defense are awful. It's just not good enough. And you're risking Jamar Chase's health and Joe Burrow's health on a product that's not going to win you a Super Bowl this year. Like, and the other issue is you can't tank. There's nobody to tank for in this draft. And you really losing isn't, how do I say it? If there's a Myles Garrett level talent where you could tank and you could get him, I'd be all in. Because I think he would fix a lot of problems on this defense. The problem is there's no talent there. Like Travis Hunter doesn't fix this defense. He doesn't. The only thing that can fix this defense is if we actually drafted worth a fuck the past 3 years. And this year's draft class is fine. Joe just misses on this throw here. He needs to throw that outside instead of inside. He makes that kind of a contested catch situation when it doesn't need to be. But
would you trade T?
If we lose another one, yeah. If we lose to the Raiders or the Ravens, yeah, I'm trading T.
But it's not because of what T doing. It's just like I wouldn't waste T time.
Yeah. If you know, and this is what I'd say to the front office, if you know you're not going to keep him or make a serious effort towards keeping him this offseason, then sure. This, to me, if you guys were in here yesterday watching the game, this is where I was officially saying that I hated the decision-making right there. Not going for it. You have an opportunity to go up 14-3. You fundamentally change the game right there if you go up 14-3. That is a two-possession game. The Eagles have shown you in the past they do not like to run the football if they're down 2 scores at any point. And instead we settle for an Evan McPherson red zone field goal. And, thank God he hits that one, because if he doesn't, then he's looking at a real shit show day. It's a tough throw.
I think Jamar just slips on that one.
Mm-hmm.
Well, how you think the offensive line performance was pass blocking?
We're watching now. Mims has given up a sack. Definitely giving up a little bit of pressure. But, again, it's not awful. I think run blocking wise, they were terrible. Again, more pressure, and there goes Burton down the sideline. Our run blocking is so horrendous. The scheme itself is flawed, but our interior offensive lineman can't run block. Our interior offensive lineman can't do anything, like, if we're being totally honest. When the Bengals draft, coaches have any say-so, is just Duke Tobin and his 8-man team? This is what I'll say. I don't know how much this has changed. This is from, I'm trying to remember which offensive coach it was. This was Marvin Lewis era. Former Marvin Lewis OC went on a podcast and was talking about how it worked here and said that they went and they played a playoff game. It might have been Hugh Jackson. They went and they played a playoff game against, I don't know if it was the Steelers or, but anyways, they played a playoff game and lost the game. And then these guys had to like hit the road immediately after the game to go like scout someone else. Or it must have not been a playoff game. But anyways, I'll have to find the clip. But these coaches are also relied on to go scout guys. Like, they aren't just focused on coaching because of how poverty the organization itself is. So do with that what you will. Our scouting department's also just not getting it done as well. And here's the thing, scouting is not, it's not as hard as people make it out to be. If you understand the game of football, if you understand what guys like, if you can sit there and see the difference between, like, if you put on college film and you can watch and you can see the difference between a Malik Neighbors and, I don't know, throw out another receiver from last year's draft like Anthony Gold or, like one of those type guys, like a 5th, 6th rounder, you'll see just by watching the film the things that make one guy more of a premier prospect. And that's also how you go and you find gems. You got to find the traits for guys who are elite, right? So, like, if I'm watching a receiver, one thing that I always look for on if a receiver is draftable or not is if they catch with their hands or catch with their body. And it's a simple little thing, but do you get your hands fully extended away from your body to catch the football, or do you let the football kind of get into your shoulder pads and corral it? And I've seen a lot of guys who get drafted way too highly who have issues catching the football because they can't do that. And then I go and I watch these secure hands catchers get drafted in the 4th, 5th round. And, they show up. And then here's the McPherson miss. Again, this is you're up 10-3. The McPherson miss is another opportunity to go up 2 possessions. So they end up scoring. You have no time left. You end up taking a shot here. This is the one I want to see. So it looks like Joe is throwing it more towards the sideline. Burton was just running a go. Joe wanted that out. He wanted that cut off. I'm not sure what to make of that. What do you guys see there? We'll watch this one a couple times.
All right, my bad. I was typing in the group chat. What play was it?
This is the out to Jermaine that Joe throws. Jermaine wants to go deep.
I think that's just miscommunication because after that play, they was walking next to each other to go to the locker room.
I also struggle. What has Joe seen there? Even if, let's say, Jermaine runs the right route,
I'm looking at that. I'm confused. Was it the underthrow?
I don't know what that is. It's not good. All right. We'll move off that. 17-10. So the Eagles score before half. They get the ball back. They score again. So they get the double dip situation. There's one of your only good runs of the day for 4 yards.
Our best run came from our QB. I know you're not a lineman, but I just want you to look at the replay that play. I want you to look at the lineman's feet. Cause I know we all play football. We are told and you was a tight end when we're blocking. Don't stop your feet. Run your feet.
Nope. That's every
Look,
sport. That's every sport. You never stop your movement. You're always moving.
like it's like they just stood up and just stopped.
The only one who keeps moving there is Mims. Mims gets that double team. He wants to move to the second level. Watch it again.
Hey, look at the
He's looking
interior
for work
line. They
here.
just stood and stopped.
Yeah, Karras just stops.
Like they pass blocked. You know, only time they move their feet when they get in bull rush and they getting drove back.
I was about to say, and they're not going the right way on the bull rush. And then immediate pressure on Burrow here. Let's watch this one again.
But the Eagles, though, the Eagles D line won't even going crazy like I thought they
That
would.
looping blitz. Volson doesn't keep his head around.
Once again, we can't stop the stunts. So what the heck we was doing all week in practice?
No, that didn't look like a stunt. That just looked like they looped him around. Then Gesicki, tough catch, third down. He gets immediately hit by Blankenship. Cody Ford gets bull rushed right back into Burrow, but also so does your right guard.
I have a hypothetical question.
Hmm.
If we going around like say we get the 10 wins and they're like 7-2, what you think would have had happened for us to do that?
Hell would have had to have frozen over. I don't see it with this team. I don't. I'll go over some of the total offenses numbers after we watch the defense, but I don't see it. I don't see it at all. It would take us not punting the ball, not turning the ball over, not settling for field goals. It would have to be every time. It would have to be some Madden shit. Like when you go into Madden and you set it all the way down, all the sliders down, you turn it to rookie. Like it would have to be some goofy shit like that for us to have an opportunity. Cap was so ass he literally just missed his man that last play. This one or the one before it?
God
Had to be the one
dang.
before. Okay. Well, we'll pull it up.
Yo, this man is food against the bull rush, bro.
Watch 65. You're supposed to get a body on before you go second level there if you're a guard.
I knew he was moving too fast for a reason. He was running from the D line.
And then Yoshi with one of the big inexcusable plays of the day. Well, there's Joe. Big first down run. Again, Superman cape has to be on at all times.
Yo, this is hilarious. Y'all know this all Jermaine big plays is the same route, and
Yep.
they like yo, it's that one big yardage go ball.
Use it.
Like, bro, I don't even care. Like they talking about he don't know the playbook, bro. Y'all literally seeing the route that he's good at. Just let him run a go. Like, why do we need to know the playbook? Y'all not playing him any other spot.
Do what we used to do in the backyard when we play football as kids and draw the route on the football form in the huddle and just say, you just run straight and I'll get
What's
you the
up, y'all?
ball. What's up, Trim?
What did I miss about Burton?
Going on.
Just we're talking about how Burton runs go routes and apparently no one can stop it, but Bengals fans hate it.
That's what I said. I said he wins. He runs only one route on the route tree, and he wins the route that he runs on the route tree. So why not just tell him to go out there and run that route for fucking
Exactly.
4 quarters?
I'm saying it's not like he line up anywhere else, bro. He literally run the same route when you out,
He runs the
and it
best go
works.
route on. He's the best deep threat on the team, in my opinion. I mean, because again, like I like Jamar running other routes. I like him running those like digs. I like him running deep cross, deep post, whatever. So just let Jermaine clear people out.
And you know what
I
else?
mean, you could
He
run.
be 1-on-1,
You
not
like
even
if you
getting
find
doubled.
you find the right zone, you run Jamar on a like you put Jamar and Burton on the same side. You run Jamar on a corner and Burton to clear out. One of
Yeah,
them's open.
Then
it's
most likely it's going to be Burton because they're going to double Jamar's.
Yeah,
So
the
that's a
safety one is going
101.
to come down on Jamar. If it's like cover three, then it would be Jamar's is open, but Joe is a processor. He'll read that.
just gotta make it easier. But again, I
Um,
mean, offense wasn't great yesterday. But at this point, they score a touchdown on this drive here, not counting the drive at the end of the half. They've scored on
why do
three.
why do we go away from that? You see that concept we ran? I remember they talked about it on the stream, but like when we're stacking, and then you
Mm-hmm.
run Jamar out a little bit just to create that little bit of separation that you need to complete the pass. Like that's a third and
I
one, fourth
know.
and one play.
Can I answer the question? I know for 500. I know.
Go ahead.
Because Zach go away from plays that work.
Like
He like going the hard route.
like this running Jamar Chase back and forth across the backfield and hoping that the guy gets lost in the middle of the line. That sounds stupid. Like that's fucking first, third, fourth, and one. Like this shit is easy, and then we just don't go to it. That's Trenton Irwin that just won that.
So I said yesterday in the group chat, if you're Jamar Chase, what would make you want to stay here not named Joe Burrow? Other teams will offer you whatever you want in terms of money.
And other teams will get you 2,500 yards.
Yeah. They will target you. They will get you the ball. You will break whatever NFL record you want.
I bet you if Jamar was on the Lions right now, this man.
Is this
he
the
would
fade?
get whatever targets he wanted.
Jermaine won that too. I mean, it was a RPO slant, but still, he cooked on that.
But it's
Where was
like,
the? Did you already get past the play that they're saying over the middle? Jermaine ran the wrong route or something.
Yoshi, yeah.
That was Yoshi, right?
It was Yoshi. It was 80.
Why are they blaming it on Jermaine? I've seen
I have no
countless
idea.
times on Twitter. Then that's been if you have that clip or if you find that clip, like I'll post it and say like this, like stop saying this was Jermaine running around route. This is Yoshi literally not catching the football.
Here, I'll look for it real
I
quick.
definitely thought it was catchable.
It's not short middle.
And
but
then
it's like, I think it's just my personal opinion. I'm not even. Okay, yes, we can nitpick about the offense, but this game, this is the defense, bro. I'm like, this is the defense. But it's like, yes, because we know the defense is bad. It's not gonna get better. I guess that's why we nitpick on the offense because we know it's going to take them for us to win games. So we want them to damn near play perfect because they're going to have to play perfect.
Is Burton on the field here?
Who's that in the slot?
I have no idea who that is in the slot. Let's see. It's Burton in the slot. He just runs a clear. He's not running the wrong route. He's clearing out for Yoshi to get open on the backside.
That's the right route. Like that. Like I don't know why people can tell me that he's running the wrong route and they don't have the play call. What are you telling me?
Like schematically, it makes sense. He's running a go ball from the slot. He's taking the safety. Yeah. So they want Ja'Marr to run to take this and to take this, and then they're hoping Yoshi comes through. It's just dagger.
That's what T runs. That's T's route. T would be in Yoshi's spot, and we'd probably have Yoshi in Jermaine's spot. But we flipped it because we said, Jermaine, we don't want you to run a dig. We want you to run a go. You're going to take the safety. That's all we did.
That's such a basic concept. So, yeah.
And Jamar's on a drag, right? Or out. Drag or out. One of those.
Yeah, let's see. Let's see what Ja'Marr runs here. A drag. Well, a slant.
Over. Yeah, slant. But that's a good play by Dijon. Probably not a good read by Burrow. But we can't sit here and blame Burton for a play that he didn't get targeted on.
Your hope is Ja'Marr carries this guy and he carries this safety towards the sideline with him. You want this safety right here to run with Burton. And then with these guys both out of position, you want to hit the ball right here.
We ran it on Tampa too, right? This looks like Tampa 2.
It looks like it, yeah. Here, let's.
If Slay stays in the flat, it was Tampa 2, and that's why it wasn't open, or that's why Dijon was there. Okay, cover 3.
Yeah, and Dijon makes a great play.
He does. He reads the quarterback the whole way.
He reads the quarterback, but also he understands pre-snap when he sees Ja'Marr go. From being in the slot, he understands there's nobody over here on this side of the field, so he can run with him because there's no threat there. So,
there wasn't a backside drag to keep Dijon.
Nope, there was nothing.
Like if you run sample on a drag, instead you're probably blocking sample. But if you run sample on a drag, if you run Chase Brown on an out to the right, something to take that guy over there. Instead, you leave it and you let a high IQ slot cornerback make a play.
Where's Burton's fault on that? He's the clear for the backside for that.
We got 7 in protection. So I mean, yeah, we have three routes.
Wait,
I've heard some people call that a dig, whatever you want to call it. What's up?
If I replay that on a wide frame, do y'all think he could have checked it down to Zach Moss or whoever the running back was?
Well, no, Chase Brown blocked. Chase Brown was on a blocking route.
We blocked 7.
Drew Sample was underneath. He was on a block and release like 3 yards downfield.
Yeah.
He
block and release to the left as well.
See, Sample trips and he's the check down right there. Burrow
Sample's not even open.
Yeah.
That's the thing. If you really want to get the most out of this, you need to get. I mean, first of all, Yoshi, his route wasn't very good. Let's just call it what it is.
Yep. I agree with you. I know exactly what you're gonna say. Yoshi's route wasn't good. If T's running that route, Joe knows the T hits. We hit that route with T 90% of the time. That same exact play.
He's slow to flip his hips. Look at that. If you want
to take the shot, go back just a little bit, maybe like 3 seconds. If you want to take the shot, look at Jermaine Burton turn the safety inside, and you just put that ball outside at the pylon. A touchdown. You could probably turn. You can get. I don't know how much you trust Jermaine to turn.
Hey, but he did put Slay on his knees, though.
It's a zone.
Watch.
It's just good coverage.
It's a coverage, but Yoshi needs to really fire that off. That needs to be a sharp turn. Instead, he does kind of one of these NASCAR turns. That's what my coach used to call it, where you round your route off instead of really flipping your hips and selling it. And watch him at the point of the route. See how he rounds it right there? He doesn't really put his foot in the ground and flip his hips.
If he's crossing at the 35 and not the 33, he beats Dijon to the spot.
That's just a bad route. It's a basic concept, Jermaine's just clearing, and Jamar's just to take that backside safety away to create that opening in the middle of the field. But Yoshi runs a bad route, and you have no threat on that right side. So everybody in the zone just gets to pay attention this way. And then here's Joe's Superman cape. Sicky's nice on that scramble drill, man. Yeah, that's just I don't understand the Jermaine stuff on this. We'll show it one more time. Jamar goes this way. Jermaine is the clear. And then that's your concept. It's almost kind of a flood as well. It's not a true flood because Jermaine's running deep. He's running a clear. But your tight end chips and releases right here. Your back stays in the block. You have no threat on this side of the field at all.
Yeah,
so
it feel like you
not
draw this
flood.
same
I think
concept
that's
every game.
I do draw the same concept there. It's basic. It's a
crazy.
really basic. But that's the thing, though. It's basic, but it works. It works against a lot of coverages, and the Bengals have the weapons to make it happen. They even
is this second and long?
Here, let me pull up the situation. This is 2nd and 22. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I watched this play so many times. We knocked this play down to T. I think when we played the Vikings last year with Jake Browning. We ran this probably 4 or 5 times, and T caught a dig over the middle for 15 yards.
Mm-hmm.
This is T's play. This play has T Higgins next to it in the playbook or on the play sheet, and we just put Yoshi in T spot, and we put Burton in Yoshi spot.
Yeah.
And Jamar is in the same spot.
Yeah. And again, it's the whole point of this play is to get this opening right here, which works. This safety cheats to go with Jamar. This safety has to go with Burton. It just so happens that Dijon, who's a really smart player right here, he, being in the slot, can understand you are not going to sit. That Yoshi is not going to sit here and take this opening. He knows there is no threat coming at the snap, so he's able to turn his hips and run, just like Slay is smart enough to understand there's nobody over here on this entire side of the field. There's nobody here. So
he can try to follow the dig.
Exactly. So you can follow this way. You can follow this way. Like everybody who's in coverage on the defense can pay attention and just slide over. That's why I do like the concept, but I like the concept a lot more if you put an Eric All in here and fuck block and release. I want to get the ball out of my hands quick. I want the tight end on a drag route right there because there's going to be nobody here.
As soon as Dijon looks back, you hit the drag and you're probably 15 yards. Just get the same result.
Yeah, you can kill them off the drag here, or that drag can hold Dijon right here because he knows he's going to have the safety over the top if he goes. So then if Dijon has to stay to guard this drag, now you're going to have Yoshi with no safety there. Slay's going to have to stick on him with the route, and it puts Dijon in a bind here.
Especially if they're rushing 4. They didn't even blitz here.
It's y'all also see that just box? That's bro. If out of all the times they decide to check to a run, like yo, and
it's 2nd and 22. It's 2nd and 22. That's why.
Yeah,
but shoot, we ain't getting no yards in this place. So like, why not? At least you get some yards.
Because running on 2nd and long is really bad. That's just a bad idea.
And J-Dub, you got to think this play has I would say a 75% success rate with T Higgins in the game. And like,
look, you said you shouldn't do that. But the Eagles did it. They got a majority of the back. But I know we're not the Eagles. But
we're not
our
the
defense
Eagles.
Is bad.
Our defense, we don't have a single player on defense who's better than any of the guys the Eagles have out here on this play, including Trey Hendrickson. And we'll get to the defense today. But again, he ran the wrong route by just clearing. Okay.
What about there's one more, and it was right before halftime when we took the
The
shot.
deep shot, yeah.
I want to see what he did wrong there. Those are the only two plays I can note in my head. Besides running on the field, when you like Joe wants to hurry up. But he knows the personnel is probably about to change. He was probably
Mm-hmm.
supposed to run on the field, and Joe's like, "Hurry up!" I'm not gonna blame him for that and say, "Oh no, he's like messing up the offense," you know.
This one we couldn't make much sense of. It looks like it's just a shot play. Burton wants to go deep. Joe wants the deep out. It looks like there was something they each saw pre-snap that they just weren't on the same page with. And you can see after they take the knee and they jog off the field that Joe pulls him aside and talks to him.
I mean,
But
what is this? I guess yeah. You take the deep out, you get the field goal range.
mm-hmm.
Um, yeah. I mean, I guess look at it. I saw the break that Burton was about to make, but then he came off of it.
I feel like this play is set up to go to Jamar. That's what I really feel like. Like I feel like Jamar should be first read there. That looks just like miscommunication to me. It doesn't look.
It does. It looks like the same thing that not the same exact thing, but remember the Panthers game when Jamar cut right and Joe looked left, threw it
Yeah.
left? Like it's not a scramble drill miscommunication, but it's that same thing where the guys just see something different. Like there is probably a check in the mid route where you say, okay, you see safety high, like you see safety shading your way, you break off the route, but maybe like he's like Jermaine saw it, but he wasn't close enough, and he thought it was just he can get it out there. Like I don't think that's the wrong route. I think it's the right route because that's the only route Burton has ran as a Bengal. So
it's again like miscommunications happen when you see things like your sight adjustments, especially, and that's people like we talk about the Rams a lot. So much of that offense is dictated on quarterback and receiver being on the same page, seeing the same thing pre-snap, sight adjustments, all of that. And we don't run a lot of option routes here. The only guy who I feel like Joe is 100% comfortable doing that with is Jamar.
Hey, I was just about to ask you, do we even do that anymore?
No, we don't really run a lot of option routes. We do have some things like if you see this coverage, break your route here instead, or run this instead, or every playbook has that baked in. Like if you've seen an NFL playbook, there'll be a lot of like, if you're facing this type of coverage pre-snap. But again, you even see it. There's still a lot of miscommunication. Like Trim just said, Jamar had one on a scramble drill with Joe that led to an interception. That one almost did, but again, it's one of the ways for a young guy to learn.
Can you post it? Can you post it? Like I just clipped that from playback.
Yeah,
but I can take the sound off, right?
Yeah, I think so. I think you can. Joe gets shicey on a little scramble here. This is the fourth down conversion we fail at.
See, this one makes it so heartbreaking because it's like Joe do plays like this and won't even be talked about.
Can we go back one play to the third down play? I know we checked into a run, but I want to.
We're not even there yet. This is second down right here.
Okay. This is the drive.
This is that drive. So second down, 2nd and 2. Chase gets maybe one.
Did he hit the wrong hole there though? Because it looked like it opened up on the right, but maybe it opened too late.
Yeah.
Oh my God, he's still running it. He hits the right. They wash it down. I mean, there's a cutback lane. And I don't want to be the guy, but I know who finds cutback lanes.
And that guy's got 4 games, all 4 games with over 100 yards.
I noticed with him, like our running backs aren't patient runners. Like they just run to the gap that they say run on.
That's worked for Chase for the first first part of the season, like just running north and south, and whatever he sees, he goes. But that also is what you get in a 5th round talent.
Mm-hmm.
This is that 3rd down, which, like, he's not even. I'm done. He doesn't even want to hit the hole. Like, run with a purpose. It's 1 yard.
Well, let's see a
Go
3rd
get
down
it.
Hey,
again.
send that. Hey, you should send that clip it, and send it to our linebacker and say that's how you fill a gap.
Like, go get it.
None
It's
of that
1
scary
yard.
shit.
Can we also just bring up? You bring in a heavy personnel. It's just stupid.
Sure,
It's just
stupid. Sure, it's stupid. But like,
It's also
know
a yard.
That, like, go get it. Run him over. That's what we play football for. We got 1 yard, and you're lollygagging to the hole. Like, come on, that's not full speed. You're in under center, like we say. If you're running under center, you can get going. You don't have to put your foot in the ground and get upfield. Like, you're literally just running upfield when you get the ball.
But it's even like this. Like,
Smack
bro, use
your
this to
offensive
your
lineman
advantage.
in the fucking back and go.
Hold up,
Literally.
whoa. Replay that. Look at Kappa. Kappa literally missed a whole man, just literally blocked nobody, just went outside and blocked nobody. Just bypassed them.
So was his inside zone or outside zone? Because Kappa went outside. If Kappa fills the hole, we get a yard.
Like, if you
If
would have
Kappa-
cut that pull to the inside, bro,
Yeah,
he would have
that's
got
what I'm
that.
saying. If Kappa put in the ground up the hill, like, that's where he should be going. Unless, I guess, everything's washing down. So he probably kicking out the outside man, and they made a good play.
But then Chase
just
Brown
goofy,
won't even
man.
look like he was trying to bounce it to the outside or go to
No,
the
You
Zach
outside.
Moss.
Zach Moss? Yeah.
I mean, yeah, Zach Moss.
But Chase Brown also missed a cutback. Zach Moss is afraid to hit the hole. And then you get this. This is a play calling masterpiece on 4th down.
Hey, I promise you, everybody knew we lost this game after that play.
You could run the same formation, let Jamar run that motion, stack him behind Yoshi on the right side, and just run the speed out. Because he's winning it. He wins it every single time.
You know the coverage pre-snap.
You do.
And that's what you end up going with.
You know it's man. You stack him just inside of Yoshi so that he's the number 2. The same thing we talked about in week 2. So that the outside cornerback doesn't take him in man coverage because he's not the last number 1.
Wait, can you go back to that 4th and 1 real
Yoshi
quick?
runs vertical, and you run a speed out, and it's a 1st down.
I'm trying to see the other routes. Though.
That's the thing with the other routes too, is the other routes are just they're just clearing. They're just trying to clear.
But you can't clear when Jamar Chase is running back and forth in the backfield.
I'm saying you can't clear when the whole defense know who the ball going to.
Like,
but watch their routes. Just go.
I think there's a drag from Eric All on the backside, which breaks open late. But that's because the ball's out, I think.
Yeah.
Like if you see the corner who was on Yoshi, you can see him telling the defense come on to this side when they keep seeing Jamar did that little juke motion. He tell them to come on to this side.
So there's one guy over Yoshi, nobody else. Cooper DeJean is the guy guarding Jamar. If Jamar is number 2 and runs a speed out, DeJean doesn't get there. If he's number 1, it probably confuses the hell out of him. He's probably running for a touchdown.
What the fuck is these play calls, bro?
That's the 4th down play call right there.
It just made me want to cry.
Am I wrong? That play call right there was the 4th down play call.
That was the 4th down play call.
Like, bro, who does that? You don't see nobody else in the league doing that. Shit, at this point, I know Joe ain't calling it.
Here comes the interception.
Like, bro, why did we move away from this? Just second.
Interception was a great defensive play.
It was, and Joe underthrew that ball. He needs to put that more towards the sideline, so that can't happen. Worst that happens is an incompletion when you throw that. But that's Jermaine Burton. Everyone's going to blame Burton for it.
We sent Eric all vertical one time. He got 25 yards.
We don't know how to use tight ends. It is what it is. Again, you like the matchup, you take it. Joe misses on that. Again, you got to lead it towards the sideline. So the worst thing that happens is an incompletion.
Bro, isn't that the exact same pick? Well, for how what game was it? Against the Chargers?
Yep, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, well, that one hit off of Jamar's
Jamar
hands,
dropped that.
but it's similar. It's similar. It's down the sideline. It's just, again, if a certain third round rookie receiver ran that route and Joe made that same exact throw, they would blame Burton for it. But because Jamar, people won't say a word when it's really on Joe.
I don't even blame that pick on. Like, I'm not even mad at Joe about throwing that pick. Like, the defense put Joe in a position where he has to play Superman ball and just do stuff, hoping it works. Because our defense don't know how to stop a freaking fly, a disease.
And then Gesicki with the fumble. Game was way over by that point, but Gesicki with the fumble. And there you go. Now we'll flip to the real clusterfuck of the game.
Oh my gosh, the main event.
The main event is suck.
Like, yo. I get nervous when I see this coverage.
What, a single high?
Yeah, with the corners that we have on the island by themselves, with the safety just back in the middle. My heart beats fast. Bro, our linebackers don't feel shit. I don't even know how some of them fathers, they don't know how to fill gaps. Nah, this pissed me off. This, like, yo, you can't make this up. I think, isn't this like the only pressure we got the whole game? This is hilarious. Then they gonna have the nerve to talk shit. Wait, no, I think it's gonna play again.
Yeah, I'll play again for the next angle. I don't really have a lot to say about this defense, man. It's just bad. For everyone saying Trey Hendrickson was getting double teamed, what about that?
Man, that man Trey was not getting double teamed.
Here is a clear rep. Do we see a chip? Anything? No. Okay.
Bro, this is so frustrating. Our coverage, bro. I don't know. We need to change our depths in our zones, but it's always somebody wide open. Bro, what downs would you? What has to be the yardage what determines if you want to play man or zone?
For me, it's not about yardage; it's about personnel. I mean, if and this is just me, I'm not really a defensive guy. I'm not like that, but I like zone if you don't have the same talent, if you don't have the same athletes. Um, but this is the NFL. This isn't college football. I would try to run more man. In all honesty, I would man up the corners on the outside with safety help.
Bro, our linebackers is scary. Like looking at the Eagles linebackers and how aggressive they is filling the gaps, and you see our linebackers just Peter patter just to the hole. That's why they get bulldozed.
Also, just the D line not doing
That's the
their
only
job as
good spot
well.
on our defense.
I mean, being a linebacker when your
Like,
D line is playing really bad is tough, and that's one of the only attitude plays that you have on defense all day is your 5'7" slot corner making a play.
I was just
You
about to
need
ask, like,
you need
who do you think is
leadership.
on? I was about to say, who was the only, like, in your eyes, see what you want to say, who's the only person on our defense that's making plays?
It seems like it's Mike Hilton.
Like, yo, Philly.
Here we go. Let's see if.
One thing about our coverage. Oh my bad. Go ahead.
Oh no, you're good. I was just about to say, here's another passing play. Let's see if Trey Hendrickson actually does anything.
I was gonna say one thing about our cornerback coverage is like when we're getting out of there, why are we letting a wide receiver into our blind spot? Like if they're getting out of there for a cover 3, cover 2 drop, like this happened twice. One to CTB, one to what's the name? The other DJ Turner. The one to DJ Turner was like a 3rd and maybe 8 or 10, and we ran a cover 3. He was getting out of there for a cover 3 drop with his shoulders facing inside. Devontae Smith gets in his blind side and it just stops at the first down line, and DJ Turner's still running for like
Dog, where
5,
the hell
15
was
more yards.
Geno Stone go? Yo, yo, I never seen a safety like when the other receivers go vertical, he drops down. I had never seen that.
Well, it depends on if
It
they're
was well,
inverting the coverage.
it was cover 1.
Yeah, so that's his responsibility is
Yeah.
to invert there. I mean, there's also like you could have like let's say this is your corner and this is your safety right here. You could have it where the corner runs deep and he plays deep, and the safety comes down to cover the flats or
Right.
something. You could also have a look like that.
Well, it was man coverage, so it was cover 1 on the back end. Von Bell's the deep safety, and
Gotcha.
Geno was the middle field safety.
No, it was two.
Well, are you talking
Von
about on
Bell
that
and
miss?
The
well, let
one
me
to
see.
the end zone.
Yeah, the one to the end zone.
That
All
looked
right,
like
hold on.
cover
Let's
1
see
to
here.
me.
Let's see what it's supposed to be. And what they show pre-snap is not always what it's going to be if this wants to play.
Yeah.
So they're showing a 2.
Right, but
Oh,
it's
it
man
probably
coverage
was a
across the board.
disguise.
There's man.
It's man coverage, so he needs to. So it looks like he's crashing down to help here. It's man over here.
Yep.
Man coverage.
With a little bit of safety help.
Man
If
coverage.
needed.
And then safety help. They were anticipating a throw to Devonta Smith there in the slot, and he was crashing down to break that up. That was his responsibility there. So they were choosing the double Devonta Smith, leave CTB on an island with AJ Brown. So watch Geno again right here. He breaks on it right there as soon as the ball's thrown.
Yeah. And on that deep post, that's a pick if he throws a post.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't say a pick. It should be a pick.
So, anyways, they have to settle for 3 here.
That was a DJ Ivy in the game on the tight end.
Like, It's so cool watching other offenses because I love seeing that wide receivers can get schemed open. Look how them motherfuckers open. Look how them motherfuckers
AJ
open.
Brown was open there. If he could hold on, let's see if the pressure got there.
Pressure? What's that?
No pressure. He
What?
doesn't have to.
He
He
had
doesn't have to
two.
throw that.
He had. They were like 3 yards from the quarterback at that.
Yeah, he doesn't have to throw that. He can hold on to that. If he holds on to that for a second longer, watch AJ Brown up here at the top of your screen. Open.
What the hell is DJ Turner looking at?
I was about to say, was DJ Turner supposed to go with him there?
I
He
think
didn't
that's
even
what I
know
was
what he was
saying. Is
doing.
like these zone routes, he's not paying attention.
You're playing single high pre-snap. DJ Turner's running with him.
Maybe
I guess he
waited
just
for the
didn't.
throw.
He just didn't go with him because he went towards the throw. Yeah.
The throw came out quick, so that's why. Like it looks like Geno Stone is supposed to be back there too, but he just goes towards the throw. I mean, Hurts
Man.
turns his shoulders the entire time, like
Yeah.
off snap. He never even looks at AJ Brown.
Man, I love our defense. You got to care for the special needs too, bro. Like it's like we just be playing lost. Like nothing. That's probably like our only good play the whole game.
Logan Wilson had a good play on the screen. Should have
All
picked
right,
it.
we got some snap counts here. Yoshi played 88% of snaps. He had 3 targets, 0 catches. Gesicki played 53% of snaps, 8 targets. He also, I think he had like 70 yards or something. Burton played 24% of snaps, 3 targets. He played 1 fewer snap yesterday than the first 7 weeks combined. So he's definitely getting some more reps.
Like, don't hold your fist up for 4th and 1. That's the first down for the Eagles.
Hendrickson held without a quarterback hit for only a second time this season. So he didn't even impact the game at all. 62% of snaps played. Von Bell, 93% of snaps played. The one snap he was off the field was Devontae Smith going over Jordan Battle. That is the longest air yards completion of Jalen Hurts' career.
That's for real.
That is for real. That is what Charlie Clifford just said.
What was it?
Yo, our defense is so serious.
That completion to Devontae Smith when Von Bell was off the field was the longest air yards completion of Jalen Hurts' career.
Oh, wow.
Where Jordan Battle just got hoed by Devontae Smith.
I told you our defense always breaking records for other people. This is a record-breaking defense, literally. If you want to break a record, play the Bengals.
Let's see here. Here's some snap counts. Mims, Volson, Karras, Kappa are the only 4 who played 100% of snaps. Obviously, we took Burrow out at the end. We took Chase out. Matt Lee played 1.
Yeah.
Defense, Logan Wilson's the only one who played 100% of snaps. The next 2 closest were DJ Turner, Geno Stone, and Cam Taylor-Britt, all at 98%. Yeah, Trey Hendrickson played 38 snaps. On me watching this, I don't see a pressure, like a legitimate pressure. He also didn't get a single quarterback hit, and he was just kind of a non-factor out there. Can we give Charlie a little bit of flowers? He actually didn't field one inside the 10 yesterday. So congrats to
Man,
him.
you know he wanted to catch that ball so bad.
You know we didn't punt yesterday.
Yeah, we didn't punt. We had 2 turnovers, no punts.
And a missed field
Bro,
goal.
how do you not punt and it ends up being a negative because you damn this team, bro?
That's what I'm telling you. That 50-plus yarder that we had to McPherson, my first option's go for it. My second option's punt it. My third option's kick it. It is time to have a conversation about Evan McPherson.
So if it's like
Been time now.
45 and up, you're not sending McPherson out there.
He made a couple
I'm
50-yarders 3 years ago, and we're living off of that.
I'm not even sending him out. If it's a 40-yard field goal, if you go for it and you don't get it, let's say it's like 4th and 2, you're giving them the ball basically at a touchback situation. I'm keeping Joe out there because I can't trust my defense to get a stop.
I'm going for anything 4th and 3 or shorter. I am going for it. I don't care where I am on the football field. I don't care if I turn it over, they're in the red zone. I don't care because we're not getting the stop anyways. We're just
Yeah, you
wasting
cannot
time if
trust
we
this
kick it to them.
defense. This defense is so fucking bad. You can't trust them with anything.
And what makes it worse is it's the same players. It's not even like we have anybody new on the team. Well, besides Geno Stone, but everybody else been on the team. Is this Turner's second year, right?
Yeah, DJ's second year.
Fuck, is this a damn sophomore slump?
Like, why don't we have any like dogs? Like every team has just a go getter. We got Jamar and Joe.
We do have dogs. We only have dogs when we play bad teams. That's when the dogs come out. In the
Like
other game, they turn into puppies.
I'm watching guys on the Lions offensive line put Jeff Simmons in the back of the end zone. Did y'all see that clip?
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that.
Like he put Jeff Simmons in the back, a $100 million defensive tackle. He got that dude on his back in the back of the end zone on a goal line play. Like that's a dog. Like that's a guy that wants it.
And that was the issue is we had dogs like that, but we had Andy Dalton as a QB fucking it up for all of them.
I mean, and we did have dogs like that. We decided to trade one for a 6th-round pick. We didn't pay one. Then we tried to lowball the other one.
Bro, Jesse is balling with Atlanta. He won't ever win a ring with the Falcons, but he's balling with them. And again, we might not ever get one either with how bad this defense is. And it's not getting fixed for probably 2 to 3 years. It's going to take a couple drafts.
Every week I see a clip. I don't think anybody in the locker room is hitting the panic button. Well, somebody needs to.
They have Devontae and A.J. Brown stacked at the top of the screen here.
They doing all this communication on defense and still getting cooked.
Watch Trey Hendrickson, bottom of your screen.
Is this the play Hubbard was getting on? No, I know it won't. What's up with our DNs getting blocked by tight ends?
Our DNs aren't good.
Like, yo, ain't a backup tight end that day.
Film don't lie, man. Let's see it.
Lord, Brock Bowers is about to have a fucking field day.
We don't have anyone to cover him. Trey Hendrickson one-on-one with Fred. Oh, he got a nice tap on the quarterback's shoulder pad after he already threw the ball. They'll count that as a pressure for him. You're playing against Fred Johnson.
And
Make
look
a
at this
fucking play.
lackluster tackling. Look at the tackling. Great tackling.
They got lucky this got called back. Sheldon Rankin's about 5 yards off the football.
With his knee on the ground.
Doing little stutters and shit and not generating any pressure. Because we paid him because he cooked Alex Kappa, who fucking sucks.
Barbecue chicken, bottom of the screen.
At least you got a chip there. That's 3rd and 16 right there.
See, I think I was saying this last week. What was CTB responsibilities if there was nobody over there? Like, you see how DeJohn was following him, and I know that wasn't his own, but he still followed Jamar.
No, Sai
No,
got
no,
packed
no.
up.
It was the Yoshi drop. No, the one he almost picked. Yeah, that
Let's
was
see
that one.
this. Watch Sai. Right here.
Oh, he played yesterday? I didn't know that.
And your D line gets packed up. Let's see the coverage downfield. I want that sideline view.
He said the D line got packed.
You only rush 3, so you got BJ Hill out there. BJ Hill on 3 guys. Bro, you drop 8 and they have 3 routes.
And they still wide open.
They had 3 routes that can threaten you for a first down. See it in slow-mo. Cam just decides, you know what, I want to go hang out over here.
Even though there's nobody over there.
The sticks are right here at like the 18-yard line. You got 2 safeties playing all the way back here near the 5.
After
This
they
guy's
seen them
controller
break.
shuts off. Logan's
Who is
actually
that?
in coverage on Devonta Smith.
Who is that?
You got a receiver breaking free down the sideline over here because this guy is looking this way.
This man said his controller. He didn't even get out his stance. Do y'all think this what Lou be coaching them at practice all week? Yep, his controller died right there. This is a joke.
Pratt and CTB. If CTB had even a little bit of awareness, he'd understand there's no reason for my drop to take me over here. He would understand he could change his drop a little bit because, again, you understand you got a guy right here. If there's someone who comes underneath, that's his responsibility. You could fly down. You can make a play. You can cheat inside towards the numbers more on your zone. But instead, because again, I understand Pratt. Pratt has to be right here because this route ends up breaking out. This route could have also broken in right here. So Pratt wants to cover underneath of that and carry it so the safety over the top can pick it up if it goes towards the end zone. I understand that. But Cam deciding to just go guard Casper the Friendly Ghost over here on the sideline like a fucking jackass, instead of changing his zone just a little bit, just, again, you're still going to be in the same area, just cheat more towards the numbers. Just stick on this guy because you understand you have help underneath right fucking here, Cam.
And you got 10 yards to make a tackle if he does get the ball.
Exactly. You can run up, force him out of bounds. You're going to have all the defense. You're going to have Pratt crashing down. You're going to crash down. The safety's going to crash down. He's right here. You have numbers. But instead, you pay no fucking attention. You want to go be like that fucking idiot Tyreek Stevenson for the Bears who wants to go talk instead of play the Hail Mary. You want to just come over here.
He played the Hail Mary.
Yeah, it just not well. You want to come over here and you want to talk to fucking Lawrence Guy and McKinley Jackson and talk about what you guys are going to fucking do after the game. Like, stop thinking about the new Call of Duty and play fucking football, Cam. You're in a contract year. And now you want to try to fly over and make a play. Brother, if you are just a yard or two closer, you can bait that into a pick if that's your thought process there.
And you giving him free game? The tight end giving the corner free game.
Like, and Gainwell's not even really a threat. So what are you doing at the fucking sideline?
I think he was running from that smoke.
He's running himself out of a fucking bag is what he's doing.
He had plenty of time to get over there.
He has no awareness. And then look at him. He hops up and he's showing, like, he's talking to someone on the sideline. Like, just shut the fuck up. Play football. I'm so fucking tired of seeing 29 out there. If anyone wants my 29 jersey, let me know. I'll give it to you. It's at least from when he was playing good football back in the day.
And what the hell was this?
Quarterback draw. That guard gets the second level, gets a good kick out block on Logan Wilson.
Hey, run that back. Run that back. Look at Logan, bro. I never, yo, this man ran. I never seen somebody run towards a block. Yo, did you see that?
Who whiffed on that tackle there? Did you guys see that?
This man ran towards the block.
Was that Von Bell or is that Geno Stone? Let's see. Someone comes flying to make a tackle after Logan gets blocked. It's Von Bell. Missed tackle.
On a quarterback.
Something light for Von Bell.
Something light. You know, he do that. That's his specialty, something light.
He got fucking cooked.
You got to hit the little whoop.
You got cooked by a guy who should be working at fucking Target right now. Jalen Hurts is not a good QB.
Von Bell flicked his right analog stick too early.
One of the only good plays on defense, ADG, our best linebacker right now. I don't give a fuck about tackles. ADG's made the most impact in that entire linebacker room.
So our best two players on the defense, ADG and Mike Hilton.
Yeah. And people say, oh, well, Trey Hendrickson. You can draft a Trey Hendrickson. You could go draft a streaky pass rusher anywhere in the draft.
You cannot. We can't.
That motherfucker ain't no damn 91 overall.
Again, look at him. He makes no impact.
Come here.
Against Fred Johnson. If you go and you get packed up by Laramie Tunsil or Trent Williams or, Andrew Thomas, that's one thing. You're playing Fred Johnson and you do nothing.
Like, bro, this is comedy. They playing like they don't want to be there.
And this drive gets kind of boring. This is where they do the tush push over and over.
Look at Sheldon Rankins. This man celebrated them getting a 5-yard gain, almost scoring.
There we go. Let's jump to the third. They score off the tush push. The Bengals were never going to stop that. So now you're playing a bear front. And you're still giving up a free 3 to 4 yards.
Look at the movement on the offensive line versus our defensive line.
Oh, yeah. You got Lawrence Guy out there. Who else is that in there? Is that Sheldon Rankins out there with him? BJ Hill?
Chris Jenkins.
Chris is the only one who holds up kind of well against his block. You got the run-stopping edge, Sam Hubbard, who everyone thinks is back all of a sudden because he got a fluky pick against the Browns. Brother, we could drop J-Dub out there in the middle of the field. He'll get a pick against the Browns.
Hell yeah. One-handed.
Garbage. Again, you're showing 6 at the line of scrimmage.
Motherfuckers getting packed up by the dick.
Yep. What are you gonna say, Erson? Or are you just saying our
Yeah,
defense just got dicked down? Is that what you're saying?
yeah. Defense. I know D line got dicked down by the Dickerson.
Our entire defense just got dicked down on Sunday. That no
Like
pause, no
y'all
nothing.
was supposed. Like these men have kids, bro. Like
They got
imagine your
hoed.
kids seeing they dad get bullied.
Yeah, they got hoed.
I thought you was
Defense
my dad.
they spend too much time at Diddy parties.
Mm.
There's Trey Hendrickson getting packed up again by Fred Johnson. Can't but notice there wasn't a chip on that play either.
What was the coverage on that play?
Not good. I
Oh
don't.
shit, yeah.
I don't even want to get into the schematics of it. There's Trey getting killed. It's not a hold, by the way. I saw people saying it's a hold. It's not. Trey went for a rip move.
Yeah, 'cause that's like the same thing that happened with Burns and OB.
Mm-hmm.
Bruh. Yo. Jermaine missed the tackle, of course. Like, are we literally like cones out there?
Yeah.
You know, like we're really walking cones. Hey, we got the same colors at cones too. Hey, bro, you got to get like me, bro. You can't let this team fuck with your mental health anymore.
Oh, they don't. They don't. They're just terrible.
like, like you
They're
just gotta
just a
laugh
bad team.
at this point. Just laugh. Shit, you ain't playing, we ain't playing, so I really don't care. This they team. I just support them.
That is a fumble, by the way. They just blew the whistle too early.
We won't gonna do nothing with the ball anyway.
No.
We gonna give it right back. Then this nigga Saquon just running with like linemen on his back. Then BJ Hill wanna talk shit. He gotta take that arm sleeve off. He can't even make a tackle.
And then I like to see the responsibilities there. Miles bites on the running back. Jalen Hurts gets the edge. From Miles' reaction at the end of that, it looks like it was his guy. He got burned on a read option there.
If I was Miles, I would have lined up a little bit of the outside of that tight end.
Mm.
Gino mad at somebody.
All right. We're going to there you go. There you go. AJ Brown for 23.
I'm ready to see that Devontae Smith play.
We're going to see it. I think that's this drive. Or no, that's after the fourth down stop. And a missed tackle by Cam Taylor-Britt as well.
Hey, Rick, can you replay this? And I want you to, like, after the receivers do their breaks, just pause it. I just want you to see, do you see the same thing I saw? Because I at least counted for 3 people he could have thrown to.
Let's see. See motion, AJ Brown out, stacking behind Devonta Smith. So Mike Hilton starts cheating in right here. Looks like his responsibility might be Saquon. Logan is looking at Mike Hilton's ass right there. I'm not too sure. I think that's Pratt. Pratt is just watching Jalen, which, again, fair. DJ Turner's over here doing a whole lot of fuck all.
He watching the game like us.
He ends up sitting instead of running a post. So now the safety doesn't know what to do. Jordan Battle's also out of position here. This is covered. That's covered. Cam is doing something. This might get, if he throws this here, if he's like sitting on this post, if he throws that might be a pick for Logan. That might be a pick for Logan. DJ Turner, just doing cardio. So, but I mean, AJ Brown killed Cam Taylor-Britt there on that. Again, a cover 3.
Yo, the pause when he was faced the other way and this man on his break coming down was nasty.
Cam Taylor-Britt special. Hilton is the only serviceable corner.
And he turned this juice into applesauce, man.
Yeah, Mike Hilton. I mean, he's a good slot corner. Cam Taylor-Britt's had a really bad season. DJ Turner is really bad.
Like how he come back that late and still whiff on the tackle?
I have no idea, but here you go. Takes about 3 plays for him. Here's the play you wanted to see. So, just to give people a little bit of story time. This guy right here, it's a 3rd-round pick from Alabama that everyone was screaming to get out there on the field. Let's see how he responds.
Oh shit! I'm actually finally in.
This one you wanted to see.
Drop back. Oh shit! I dropped down too far. Oh shit!
Wait. Are we doing the Greg Jennings thing?
Yeah.
Have you seen that video? I put the team on my back though.
Yeah.
Oh, it's Darren Sharper.
He said, "Oh shit! Oh shit!"
They run into each
other.
I think I got him.
I think I got him. Let's go. I got it. Oh, damn.
They're never going to call that.
My bad.
You just got posted up by a 5'10" wide receiver who weighs about $150.
This man dropped down on somebody that was already covered.
Now he's trying to play catch up.
And he caught up to him. Then it just like, bro, turn around.
You got dunked on. And that's one of the big things. He doesn't even look for the football. And again, that's not, to me, that's not a hold. That's not a DPI or OPI. If anything, to me, that looks maybe like it could have been a DPI at the top of the route where they ran into each other. It's a good no call either way, in my opinion. It's just awful coverage. Turn your head around. Look for the ball. He looks over the wrong shoulder.
Like, bro, the quarterback is not over there, bro.
You got to read the receiver's eyes and play through their hands, and he didn't do either of those. It's just terrible. That's just terrible. See, are there any other plays here?
Like, to be honest, it's not even what I'm seeing is like they just playing lost. Like, it's a talent issue. I don't even say it's necessarily a scheme issue. It's just like they just out there doing something.
That's about it. I think that's the last play I kind of want to show, because after that, it turns into a 24-27 game. Then we go for it on 4th down, don't get it. They kick the field goal. Then we come back out. We have turnovers and back-to-back plays. This point right here is where the game was kind of over. It takes them 3 plays to respond to your touchdown that tied the game, and they're off and running.
Hey, Brady, you notice how when they was winning and they had it clear, it was clear they was going to win. You see how they still put their foot on the gas
Mm-hmm.
and then sit on the clock?
Yeah.
Must be nice. They didn't care that they won the game. They was like, oh, we're still going to put up points. And they was thrashing us.
They were about to put up 40 if that Will Shipley one didn't get called back.
Like, yo, we was about to get, bro, 40 on that head, bro, in like 3 minutes. This is like, you can't even explain this. I don't think somebody can explain what's going on right now.
Yeah, it's not good enough. So, again, you are 3-5 on the season. Let me hold on, let me kill my camera real quick. Let me do this.
Now I think I can do the rest of the season predictions now for that little simulation joint. So I can do that now.
So this is I made a post on this yesterday. Let me pull it up here. Make sure everyone can see this is the last thing I'm going to leave everybody with. So, in terms of total offense, which is yards per game, actually, you know, I should probably have my camera for this just so we can. There we go. And then we are going to stop the screen share. There we go. So you're 3-5 on the season. Here's what you've done against the top offenses in the NFL. Took an L there, took an L there, took an L there, took an L there. That is the first, the third, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So you've taken 4 L's against top 10 fringe offenses. You're one anomaly in total offense.
Yeah.
12, 13, 14, 15, 16. You're 17 after yesterday. And then this is where the nastiness starts. You took an L here. So let's say you should have won that game, right? They're not a good offense. All of your wins are here.
And we got one coming up that's on the bottom. So don't be surprised if we do decent. So don't want to hear we're so back.
So here's the rest of your schedule. You've got to play Pittsburgh, who has a bottom half offense twice. You got to play
Chargers,
the Raiders, the Broncos, the Chargers. You got to play the Browns again. So you've played what? 8 games so far. So 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. And then you get up here. Let me get this. If we're going just based off of the Bengals can't compete against top offenses in the NFL, L right there. Another L to Baltimore right there. So that would put us at, since Joe Burrow wants to do math at the podium, it's time for us to do math real quick. That puts us at 3-7 with those two. So we'll just make a note here, 3-7. Let's say we win this one, because it's a bad offense. Say we win this one, because it's a bad offense. And we win this. Let's say we sweep the Brownies. That puts us at 7.
And the Titans.
And 7. Oh, and the Titans and W. So puts us at 8-7. And then let's say we split with the Steelers. That puts us at 9-8. So
same record we had last year
with the healthy Joe Burrow. So again, the offense or the defense didn't get better. They just happen to play a couple really, really bad offenses right here. And this is a little skewed for the Giants because, again, they haven't played yet. And the Titans had their bye. But, again, we're at the stage of the season where trends are starting to form. We have played, 5 out of the bottom 6 offenses in the league. And we haven't played the Titans yet. But we only lost one of those by more than one score. That doesn't quite matter because look at the point totals they put up.
Do you think 9 and 8 gets in?
No. They put up 41 points on us. How many did the Commanders put up on us? It's 30-something.
Yeah, it was 30. Oh, 37.
37. Okay. The Eagles also put up 37, I believe. The Chiefs put up, 26, I think?
Yeah, I know it was low.
Wait,
wasn't that a 1-point game? It was 25-26?
It was something like that. This is the only one your defense played good in at all. That's the only one your defense even showed up wanting to play. And
we still lost.
And you still lost. And they still folded at the end. So, again, buckle up. You're now at the stage of the season with your record, which, again, you had an opportunity to get to 4-4 yesterday. You're now 3-5. You're at the stage of the season with your record where even if you win out over these next 9 games, that puts you at 12-5, correct? Did I do that right? If you win your next 9, that's not enough to win the division. You're not winning the North with 12-5. And if you lose 1 or 2 of those, let's say you lose 2 of those and you get to 10-7, you need help to get in. So that's just kind of what we're looking at. For anyone who missed any of this, putting it up on the YouTube channel as soon as we're done here. And then we're going to, I guess tomorrow or Wednesday we'll do the Raiders stuff. So.
This is tough. This is so tough. Like they making it. They making it not even fun anymore.
J-Dub, you're in for a long week next week because we don't have answers for Brock Bowers, and Ohio State's going to lose to Penn State. I'm sorry, buddy.
True. Oh yeah, you probably right about the Penn State one. Man, that's crazy. We got Penn State and Brock Bowers coming to town. Who has it better than us? Like, yo.
But all right, guys.
Who's playing? Who's the quarterback right now for the Raiders?
It's Gardner Minshew.
Oh, he back.
He's back. Aiden O'Connell's on IR.
Dog, if this man, I'm not gonna say it because then we already know it can't happen. Never mind. Like, and it's crazy because you put it like this: the Raiders don't even have, I wouldn't say firepower outside Bowers, but Myers. And half of them you don't even know. And I bet you they still gonna get theirs. But hey, we in for a long season.
A real long season.
And I can tell y'all already, ain't a whole lot not gonna change. I mean a whole lot of stuff not gonna change this Sunday about to come up. Nothing's really gonna change.
Oh, that's right. It could be Desmond Ridder. It could be Ridder too.
Yeah, but again, nothing's going to change. The only thing that changes is the opponent. Same thing, different opponent.
Yep. All right, I can't talk about this anymore. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. No Who Days, no nothing.
Yeah, we still have no Who Days. Yeah, no they got to earn that the Who Days back.
They got to earn the Who Days. The Who Days are banned right now.
And by the look at it, we won't be saying Who Day for the rest of the season.
I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. See ya.
All right, bro.